All right, 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, and I am serving as your presiding judge on this afternoon. Thank you for your patience. It's my understanding that everything is ready to go. And so I am ready to call the docket. Mr. Reed, who do we have up first?
Judge, let's start off with our one dismissal, and that's Mr. Ali, Mr. Kevin Ali, Judge.
All right, thank you. I'm calling the following matters: SP 122-4328, counts 1, 2, and 3. Mr. Ali, please state your full name for me. You have to unmute for me.
Kevin Ali.
All right, thank you, and good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Do we have an officer present with respect to Mr. Ali's matters?
Corporal Baker, Bass 21, Detroit Police Department. How you doing, Your Honor?
I'm great, thank you, Corporal Baker. Thank you. All right, Mr. Reed, how are we proceeding?
Judge, it's my understanding there's a recommendation to dismiss with a stip to probable cause. We would stip to probable cause and ask the court to follow that recommendation on all matters.
All right. And that's the counts 1, 2, and 3. Is that correct?
That's what, yes, Judge, that's what I was informed. Yes, Judge.
All right, wonderful. Then the matters are dismissed without prejudice. Thank you all for your patience, and you'll get your paperwork in the mail. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Your Honor. Have a blessed day.
Okay, you too. All right, who do we have up next?
We have Marcus
Judge,
Allen up next, Judge.
Mr. Adams, I have case number SP 126-8913, counts 1, 2, and 3. Mr. Adams, state your full name for me. Unmute first. Mr. Ali, you are free to go, sir. You're all set.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, Mr. Adams, state your name for me.
Marcus Douglas Adams.
All right, thank you, and good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon.
All right, Mr. Vikings.
Your Honor, this is the date and time set for arraignment. My client wishes to resolve the matter. The recommendation is if he pleads guilty on driving without a license, the court would consider reducing that to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive and dismiss the other matters.
All right, and understanding that the other matters won't be dismissed until the ticket is paid in full. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Mr. Adams, please raise your right hand for me. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes.
Thank you. You may place your hand down. Mr. Fikens, you may proceed with constitutional rights and then the factual basis.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sir, you understand that in these matters, you have a right to a trial and formal hearing, correct?
Yes.
And you wish to waive that right and enter a guilty plea on one of the matters today, correct?
Yes.
Are you doing so freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Has anyone forced you into doing this or promised anything to get you to plead guilty today?
No.
Sir, on the date and time of this citation, you were stopped by the officer in this matter, correct?
Yes.
And he asked you to produce, or they asked you to produce a valid license, and you did not have a valid license at the time, correct?
Yes.
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
I am as well. I'm accepting your plea of guilty. I am amending the charge to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. And I will adjourn the dismissals until you have paid in full. Mr. Fikens, I'm ready for sentencing.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Adams does trying to turn around his life, get his life back in order and get his driver's license, number one. He's got a ways to go yet, but not here. I mean, this will help him get his license back, Judge. And I just ask you to take that into account.
All right, very good. I am going to assess costs. This is at the arraignment phase of $195. The fine will be $25. And so, Mr. Adams, when will you be able to get this paid in full?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, very good. So then what I'm going to do is I will place this on my docket for April 4th 2022, which is Monday. No, let's do it on the 1st. Let's do April 1st so we can get this behind you, okay?
Yes,
I'll set it up for review for April 1st, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. As long as you get it paid, you don't have to come back to court. If you don't get it paid, you do need to come back to court because otherwise you'll be right back in the same boat you were in on today. All right, we'll dismiss your other matters on the 1st, as long as you get everything paid before Friday.
okay.
And
All right?
may I suggest to Mr. Adams that April 1st is April Fool's Day. Don't be one. Get paid, okay?
That's some good advice, Mr. Fiken, because he did get a good deal. All right, sir.
Can it be paid at the kiosk machine or do I got to come down there and pay it?
He should be able to pay at the kiosk, right, Ms. Van?
Yes.
Absolutely. You can
Okay.
pay at the kiosk.
All
All
right.
right, very good. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right. All right, who do we have up next?
Mohammed Al Duki.
All right, Mr. Al-Duki, I have case number SP 115-117-11, scheduled for trial today. Sir, please state your name for the record.
Mohammed Al-Duki.
Thank you and good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
All right, Officer Cowan, are you here on this particular matter?
Yes, I am.
Okay, place your name and your badge number on the record for me.
Officer Wesley Cowan, badge number 2615.
All right, thank you and good afternoon to you too, sir.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Fikens, how are we proceeding? Today is the trial date.
Yes, Judge. My client wishes to avail himself of the offer made. He'll be tendering a plea of no contest to the charge, and the recommendation is for a 3-month delayed sentence.
All right, thank you, sir. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
I do.
All right, wonderful. You can place your hand down. Mr. Fikens, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sir, you understand that in this matter, you have a right to a trial, correct?
Correct.
And you wish to waive that right and enter a no contest plea today, correct?
Correct.
Are you doing so freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced you into doing this or promised you anything to get you to plead no
sir.
contest today? Thank
No,
you.
sir.
Thank you, sir. Your Honor, I'm satisfied as to his constitutional waiver. As to the establishment of liability, Your Honor, we would stipulate to the face of the ticket to establish the liability in this case.
All right, and according to the face of the ticket, on January 3rd, 2021, in the city of Detroit, on Greenfield Road, at or near Arthur, that the defendant was loitering. All right, that's the face of the ticket, Mr. Fikens. I'm
Yes, ma'am.
accepting, and it's a no contest plea. Is that correct?
That is correct, Judge.
All right, I need to change one thing. All right, very good.
And I think Mr. Rosenthal
All right.
is correct, but he's muted, so I don't know if he was or not.
I was, is correct, Mr. Pickens.
All right, very good. I'm accepting the no contest plea. I am ready for sentencing. I'm
Judge.
following the 3-month delayed sentence recommendation as well.
Thank you, Judge. I know this is the date and time set for trial. I also know that neither Mr. Reed nor myself talked to Mr. Al-Duki before. I say that I'm not trying to cast aspersions, but Mr. Al-Duki was very cooperative with me, understood the situation, didn't offer, wasn't trying to make it hard on anybody. I wish that either Mr. Reed or myself would have been able to talk to him beforehand, because I don't think it would have gotten to this point. Judge, I just want you to take that into account. I know that it's kind of casting aspersions. I don't mean to on other people or other counsel who may have talked to him, but he just seemed so cooperative to me and knew what the situation was and was willing to accept this. And he looks forward to getting on with his life, Judge.
All right, thank you. All right, counsel, as I have indicated, I'm following the 3-month delayed sentence recommendation, which means that this matter will come back for review before me on June 28th, 2022 at 10:00 a.m. At which time, as long as your client has successfully completed everything that this court has ordered him to do, then this matter is going to be dismissed. I am going to assess fines and costs. Today is the day scheduled for trial counsel. And so I am going to assess our costs in the amount of $225. The fine will be $75. And so I need to know how quickly your client can get this paid.
Sir, how quickly?
Within 5 to 7 days, max.
Okay, wonderful. I am going to adjourn to pay. Your adjourn to pay date. I'll put it on for April 12th.
Perfect.
For April 12th,
Thank you.
2022. Make sure you get it paid, okay?
I got you, ma'am. And what was the court day again?
Well, I'm giving you until April 12th to get it paid.
Oh, and if I
Your
get it
next
paid,
court date with me won't be until June 28th, 2022 at 10:00 a.m.
perfect.
Okay?
And last question, if I get it paid by April 12th, I'm still gonna have court on June 22nd?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I got you.
June
Understood.
28th, though. June 28th. Thank you.
June 28th at 10 a.m. I got you, ma'am.
Yes, sir. All right. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Officer
All right.
Cohen.
Yes, thank you, officer.
Thank you. No problem, Your
All
Honor.
right. Okay, I am ready on Stephen Autry,
I can leave, ma'am?
SB121. Yes, sir, you can. All right. I have case number SB1219999, counts 1 and 2. Mr. Autry, please state your full name for the record.
Stephen Lorenzo Autry.
All right, how are you today, Mr. Autry?
I'm all right, Your Honor.
Very good. All right, for the attorneys, how are we proceeding today? Both of these matters are scheduled for trial.
Yes, Your Honor. My client, there was an offer given. My client wishes to avail himself of that offer. He'll be tendering a plea of guilty to driving while license suspended or never acquired, asking this court to reduce that to allowing unlicensed driver to drive and dismissing the other matter.
And Your
Okay,
Honor, we
all right.
also have the officer here as well. It's Officer Kakish.
I apologize.
All
Judge.
right, I want the officer to come on and place their name and badge number on the record for me.
Good afternoon, Officer Kakish, badge number 854, assigned to the 6th precinct.
All right, thank you so much. All right, sir, let me have Mr. Autry, let me have you raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. You may place your hand down. Mr. Ficus, you may proceed.
Thank you. Sir, you understand that in these matters, you have a right to a trial, correct?
Correct.
And you wish to waive that right and tender a plea of guilty to one of the matters today, correct?
Correct.
Are you doing so freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced you into doing this or promised anything to get you to plead guilty today?
No, sir.
Your Honor, I'm satisfied as to his constitutional waiver. May I do a factual basis?
Yes, you may.
Sir, on the date and time of this incident, you were pulled over by Officer Kakish. Is that correct? In the city of Detroit?
Yes, sir.
You were operating a motor vehicle and you did not acquire your driver's license. Is that correct?
Correct.
Your Honor, I'm satisfied.
All right, I'm satisfied as well. I'm accepting the plea of guilty. I'm amending the charge to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. And I am adjourning for dismissal count 2 until fines and costs are paid in full. Mr. Vikings, I'm ready for sentencing.
Judge, we stand ready for sentencing. I do want to let this court know he was candid with me and he said he's presently under a suspension. He has to quit driving and not, because anytime he gets pulled over, he keeps extending that time to get a license, Judge, and he's caught in a vicious cycle, and he's the only one who can get himself out of it. And I wanted to impress that upon him today. He needs to quit driving. Judge, we stand ready for sentencing.
All right. So, Mr. Autry, you do need to stop driving. Every time you get a ticket, you're going to push yourself farther and farther away from the ability to get a valid driver's license. And these matters are not going to go away. And then when you can't get a license, you're running the risk of your insurance being so high. We had that issue on today. So you want to make sure that you just stop driving until you're eligible to get your license, okay? I know that's easier said than done, but I just don't want you to keep messing yourself up, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
And then,
All right,
if I may,
very
Your
good.
Honor, Mr. Archer,
Yes.
giving you the benefit of the doubt, we want you to have valid license. That's why we did a non-moving violation. So please take care of the paperwork and get it, because next time it won't be the offer, most likely.
Yes. Okay. I'll take care of the paperwork. I mean, I'm
Absolutely. So
trying.
that's all we're asking for. Just make sure everybody's driving valid. That's our goal. So.
Yeah, I understand. It's just hard trying to get back and forth at work and provide for my family. I'm trying to improve, but I mean,
Absolutely.
Judge,
Hey,
if I might.
Showed up in the first. Oh,
And if I might add, and I'm sorry if I cut you off, Mr. Rosenthal, you faded
oh no.
out. We talked about Mr. Autry. We always have to have a plan B, okay? I know it's hard. We talked about it. Just keep working on plan Bs, okay? When plan A doesn't work out, when someone fails to pick you up, when your driver doesn't come, when something else happens, plan B, okay? It's
okay.
hard. We're with you. We're behind you, but you
Thank you.
gotta have plan B.
Yes, sir.
All right, and it is hard, sir, but I want to encourage you to do it, because otherwise you're going to continue in this vicious cycle and it's not going to get better. Okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. With respect to fines and costs, Mr. Fikens, I'm assessing costs. We scheduled this for trial today. I'm assessing costs at $225. The fine will be $75. Mr. Autry, when can you get this matter paid in full?
This Friday.
All right, I'm going to place you on my docket for Monday, April 4th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. If for some reason you don't get it paid on Friday, you need to come back to court on Monday, or you're gonna be right back in the same spot, okay?
Okay. Hey, Your Honor, is the information will be in the kiosk for me Friday to pay it? Or
Yes, sir, it will be there.
okay.
And as soon as you pay it, if you call and let us know, or if you come down to the kiosk, or you stopped in the courtroom, we will do your dismissal on Friday. Otherwise, we'll dismiss it on Monday, okay?
Okay, so I have to pay at the kiosk, get the receipt, and bring it in.
That'd be good.
No, if you could just call and let the clerk know I paid my ticket. She can go in the system and check.
Okay. Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
Judge, I
All
do
right.
want to thank the prosecutor and the issuing officer in this matter for helping out. And I just wanted to thank them on the record.
All right. Well, great
Yes.
job. You obviously got a good deal.
Thank you, Officer Kakish. Or Kakish, I'm sorry if I botched your name, but I appreciate your appearance today, sir. Thank you so much.
No problem. I appreciate everybody. Thank you, Your Honor. And then Mr. Audrey, good luck to you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. All right. Very good. That concludes the 1:30 docket. Is there anything else for my consideration? Nothing else?
I have a date for Javon Manning if you want to.
Oh, please place that date on the record for Mr. Manning.
Yes, it is for April the 7th at 8:35 a.m.
All right, very good. Then we are all set. Wonderful. All right, everyone. We will be back at it on tomorrow. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, we missed you for our picture on today for our mentor court.
I know, Judge.